Hello. Oh look, I have an entire pot of hollandaise sauce all to myself. This week on My Drunk Kitchen, we're making Eggs Benedict in honor of Eggs Benedict Day. Not just Benedict Day, as I thought it was before. There's a lot of Benedicts to celebrate.
Whoa.
The first step in making Eggs Benedict is to make yourself an Irish coffee. Impressive. Normally, to make an Irish coffee, you use Irish whiskey, brown sugar, and coffee. But I don't have any Irish whiskey because I drank it all. This is Scotch whiskey anywhere. Instead, I'm gonna make an Irish coffee using whatever I have at hand, which in this case is brandy, coffee, and heavy whipping cream. So wish me luck. I hope it's not disgusting. Ooh. How can you tell that this is not regular whipping cream, but heavy whipping cream? Well, just listen to this. Climate change is real, and if we don't act now, we're not leaving a future for our children. Oh! Woo, that coffee! The first step is to fry your bacon. Put your loving hand out, baby. You know that song? Bacon! Wow, that was fast. The next step is to fill a large saucepan with about 3 inches of water. Bring to a simmer, then add the vinegar. Oh, goddamn. Now, I don't have a 3-inch saucepan, but what I do have is a saucepan, so I'm going to use that instead. Why, you may ask? Because if I let a little hiccup like that stop me, I would never make Eggs Benedict. Meanwhile, melt the butter in a small pan until bubbly. Small pan, or use a microwave. Now, since I don't have a microwave or a small pan, I'm just gonna use what only other cooking thing I have, which is this pot. 1 cup. A stick is a cup. No, a stick is half a cup? You're saying a stick, it's a cup. No. Now, wait. You know, they say that the guy who invented the Eggs Benedict was actually recovering from a hangover. And I think that that's when I have my most excellent ideas. Sorry. Remove the butter from the heat before the butter browns. If you don't, your food's not gonna work. Oh yeah. It smells like soap. I guess that's good because it means the pot was clean. Okay, here we go. The next step in making an Eggs Benedict is to make the hollandaise sauce, which is the most delicious aspect of the Eggs Benedict. Woo! Get the egg yolk out of the egg. Egg yolk number 2. Get off to, just come on, I can't have a single. Oh yeah, it's simmering. Okay, good. How do you poach eggs? Also, the bacon's getting cold. This recipe is really just like all over the place. I mean, it's written out in a very specific list, but while reading it, I've jumped around quite a bit, and it should have anticipated my needs and met them fully without me communicating them. Don't you think? Okay, so we're putting a pause on the hollandaise sauce and we're jumping back to the eggs. 1 teaspoon white vinegar. Carefully break the 4 eggs into the water and cook for 2 to 3 minutes until the whites are set, but the yolks are still soft. Remove eggs with a slotted spoon. If I'm cooking the eggs for 2 to 3 minutes, how am I gonna know if the yolks are still soft? Am I supposed to just have faith that if I follow the steps in the process, and if I wait 2 to 3 minutes, that the whites will be condensed but the yolk's still soft, even though I see no evidence of it on the outside? This is really a test of faith, which is ironic because benedictions are what they say at the end of like sermons and stuff, so full circle. I definitely boiled my water in my turkey fat, so I hope that's not a new fun factor. 2 to 3 minutes. Oops, I almost drank the egg whites. Stopwatch. And this is the most difficult part of poaching eggs. So I'm actually gonna bring you guys forward a little bit. Right here, ready? Great, ready guys? Here we go. Yeah, number fun. This guy? Come on, I touched it with my finger. Drunk cook egg. Hey guys, don't attempt this at home, okay? Not even when sober. Poaching eggs is really hard. Okay, here we go. Poach. Ow! Ah, God. Oh, it just looks like sad egg soup. Okay, next, while these finish, I have about 30 seconds left. So in those 30 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to another step instead of just waiting patiently for 30 seconds because God forbid I ever just wait patiently. Who has time for patience? God, guys, what do you guys call it when somebody makes fun of somebody else's gambling addiction? Slut shaming. Oh, Ollie, don't lick the spoon. Oh, I love you. Did you just wink at me? Wow. Take your eggs out from their horrible disaster. Oh, wow. This is definitely what a poached egg's supposed to look like. Oh, I should just do the rest of the show from right here. This is a great look. That's why I don't film in the front all the time. Boop, boop, boop. Now that your eggs have been perfectly poached, Hannah, great job by the way, move on and get back to making your hollandaise sauce. Heavy cream, cayenne pepper, add half the butter in a thin, steady stream, slow enough that it blends at least as fast as you are pouring it in. Is this a riddle? That's hard. This is complicated stuff. Really good, really good. Ah! Oh yeah. Now blend in lemon juice using the same method. That boy is mine. Oh, Brandy, shush. We know. He loves you very much. The final steps. Oh, man. Here you are. You made it. Yay. Now just assemble everything you made into a tasty, delicious thing. Unlock. God damn it. Why do you embarrass me like this? What is it about you? Oh. Take your pumpkin scooper and then drizzle it over your eggs Benedict. Yeah, there you go. You don't need to see me. All you need to see is the Benedict. Oh, wow, guys. That looks... Who knew you could make eggs Benedict at home? This has opened a dangerous gateway in your life. Oh. Uh-oh, guys. There goes the neighborhood. Or maybe it does or doesn't. I don't know, because I'm never going out to brunch again. This shit costs $12. Oh. Give me a mimosa. Oh my God, it's so good, I can't stop eating it. Today, on My Drunk Kitchen, I am telling you, go home and try and make eggs Benedict because it's delicious and it's worth it. And maybe you can host a Sunday brunch. Who knows? Maybe that's your new thing. Look at that. The yolk is cooked all the way on the outside and on the inside it's still soft. Oh man. Just because I couldn't see that the yolk was changing, I just had to believe that the yolk was changing. Patience really is the passion of all great hearts and chefs. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for new kitchens every Thursday and new videos every Tuesday. That's my new way of saying it. 2 videos twice a week. And dftba.com/Hannah. Show your support. Maybe you're gonna go out with your friends, bump into somebody at a bar who's wearing a My Drunk Kitchen shirt and be like, you watch YouTube? And they'll be like, yeah, I watch YouTube. And you'll be like, oh my God, let's be best friends. That's how I met all of my best friends. So, mwah, have a great day.